everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm presenting you an easy tutorial on how to correctly pronounce the names of Louis Vuitton perfumes in French. They've gotten increasingly popular over the years, so if one of them happens to be your favorite scent, your favorite perfume, then you definitely need to learn how to pronounce it correctly, so please keep on watching. So as some of you may know, if you're a returning subscriber, I'm a native speaker of French, and I also teach the language for a living. So we'll definitely go ahead and start with the easier ones and then move our way towards the toughest ones. I will always have the spelling over here written down for you so you can go ahead and look at that. I always find that it's super helpful when learning the pronunciation of a new language. I've also done a couple of other similar videos if you're interested in watching them. I've done one on the pronunciation of Louis Vuitton vocabulary, one on Hermès vocabulary, and I've also done one a bit more recently on how to pronounce your favorite luxury French brands correctly. So if you're interested in seeing, well, how to pronounce LV, for example, in French, then I will go ahead and leave that video in this little information link over here for you to watch it. But if you're not interested in seeing that and you're simply interested in learning about the pronunciation of the LV perfumes, then please keep on watching. So let's go ahead and start with the easiest one, and the easiest one is going to be APOGÉE. Well, simply because it's the only one that has one word. I don't want to discourage you, but it's the only one that has one word. After that, we're moving on to like 2 to 3 to 4. So this one is definitely the easiest, and it's very easy. So let's go ahead and break it down into 2 different syllables. The first syllable is going to be apo, very simple, apo, kind of simple, same in English. APOGÉE. And then here, as you can see, there are 2 E's. The first one has an accent. It's an accent aigu and it's pronounced E. APOGÉE, 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 APOGÉE. So next up we have MILLE FEUX, which literally means 1,000 fires. And so here, since it's 2 words, we'll go ahead and start with the first word, which is very easy. It's 1,000 in French, and it's pronounced mille. So no complications whatsoever. Double L acts as if it was 1 L. MILLE FEUX. And so here EU in French is E. E. You have to really open up your lips. E. Like you're doing a duck face. E. And then the X is silent. So let's go ahead and pronounce the second word again. FEUX. FEUX. So if we go ahead and start from the top, then we have MILLE FEUX. MILLE FEUX. Not that complicated, right? So let's go ahead and move on to the third one, which is NUIT de Feu, which actually means night of fire. I have no idea what it means or why they come up with these weird names, but anyway, let's go ahead and learn how to pronounce the first word. UI in French is oui, nuit, the T is silent, so let's go ahead. Nuit, nuit. Second word, de, which means of, very simple, preposition. Nuit de, nuit de. Third word, feu, we've seen this one already. EU, duck face, feu, nuit de feu, nuit de feu. Next up we have contre moi, which means against me. So let's go ahead and start with the first word, contre. ON in French is un. Contre, T, very simple. The R comes from deep down, comes from the throat over here. Think that you're upset, think that you're like, ugh, you know, that kind of stuff. Ugh. Contre, contre. And then moi, myself. OI in French is wa, wa. Think of like a dog barking, waf, 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 waf. Moi, contre moi, against myself. Contre moi, contre moi. And the next perfume is going to be Rose des Vents. And so here it's 3 words and it actually simply means compass. French loves to complicate themselves and just like, you know, make these long ass words that actually is like 1 word in English. But so let's go ahead and start with the first part of the word, which is rose. It's like the name of the flower as well. So remember that the R comes from deep down, comes from r, rose. Very simple, not that much complication over here. Rose, des, D-E-S is of for the plural. Rose des, so it's e sound. Rose des, and then vent, I-N in French is en, vent, T and S are silent. Rose des vents. Let's go ahead. Again, rose des vents. Rose des vents. Rose des vents. So let's go ahead and move on to the following perfume, and we have Les Sables Roses, which literally means the pink sands. Again, I have no idea how they come up with these names. I would love to know why and like the meaning behind them. So if you do know that, please let us know in the comments down below, because I would love to find that out. All I know actually is the pronunciation. So let's go ahead and start with the first word, which is the French article, the. In French, it's les, very simple. Les sables, ça, very simple, first syllable. Second, bleu, the second S is silent. Les sables roses. So we've already seen this word. So here, the S is silent because it indicates plural. Les sables roses. Les sables roses. Les sables roses. So next up on my list, we have ombre nomade, which means nomadic shadow. So here it's a little bit complicated, but we'll still get through it extra easily compared to what's afterwards. I don't want to discourage you. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the first syllable of the first word. O-M, ombre. The R comes from deep down, from the throat. Ombre, ombre. Okay. And then here it's easier, so we've gotten through the first part. The second one is slightly easier. Nomade. Ombre nomade. Ombre, ombre, nomade. So altogether it's going to be ombre nomade. Ombre nomade. Alright, so the next perfume that I wrote down is Heures d'absence. So literally hours of absence. So first word, heure, hour, the French one for hour, is not too difficult, I think. So the H is silent, so we can already like forget about it. Out of the way, bye-bye. And then EU, remember from feu, EU is E. So re, the R from deep down, from here, from over here. Heure. The S is silent, it indicates the plural, so it's several hours, but it's just silent, so we can already forget about it as well. So, heure, the apostrophe d, absence, absence, absence. So here the difference is I-N in French is en, absence. So altogether, heure d'absence, heure d'absence. So next up we have étoile filante, which actually means shooting star. So the first word, étoile, means star. So let's go ahead and learn the pronunciation of that word. So first, the first E, you can see there's an accent. It's on accent aigu. And so it's pronounced E, we've already seen that. E, the T normal. O-I in French is wa. Étoile, étoile, étoile. Next up we have filante, étoile filante, F-I, fi, lant, A-N in French is en, filante. So altogether it's going to be étoile filante, étoile filante. So next up we have cœur battant, which literally means beating heart, and I think that this one is my favorite simply because of the meaning behind it. I think it's so sweet. I've actually smelled this one in the store and I love it, but I haven't smelled all of the other ones that I'm presenting you today in this video. So by the way, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Louis Vuitton scent is. I would love to find that out. You know, if you have any recommendations or whatnot, please let us know in the comments down below, as I would love to find out. But let's go ahead and start with cœur battant, so beating heart. Cœur is heart in French. So here it's slightly more complicated, but I think that we'll manage. So the C is C, okay, very easy. And then you see that there's like this O and then this E that's like stuck together, that they love each other so much that they're like stuck together. It's pronounced E, cœur. And then the R, like since it's the last letter of the word, there's this massive emphasis on the R and it needs to come from really, really deep down, like you're super, super upset. Cœur, cœur. And then battant is easier. B-A, bat, double T, bat. En in French, A-N is en, battant, and then the last T is silent. So altogether, it's going to be cœur battant, cœur battant. And the next perfume is going to be Matière Noire, which actually means black matter. I know it's kind of a weird name. Again, I have no idea why. But let's go ahead and learn how to pronounce that one. First word, matière, means matter. So ma, let's break it down. Ma, very simple. T-I-E, tière. So here you can see the E has an accent. It's the opposite side of the accent that we've seen before. This one is called accent grave and it's pronounced E, matière. R comes from deep down. Matière, matière. And then noir is actually the feminine of my favorite color, black. So let's go ahead and start with this one. It's very easy and very simple. O-I in French is wa. The R comes from deep down. Noire. So altogether, it's going to be matière noire. Matière noire. So unfortunately, you'll see that the final two will be a little bit more complicated. But let's go ahead with the next perfume, which is going to be Le Jour se lève. Literally in English, the sun rises or the day rises, but you don't say the day rises in English, you say the sun rises. So let's go ahead and start with the first word, very easy in French, le, the, le, jour, day. OU in French is ou, jour. Again, since the R is the final letter, it always has this massive emphasis. Le jour, ce, it's the reflexive pronoun. Le jour, ce, and then lève. So here it's fairly easy. We've already seen this accent. It's called the accent grave and it's pronounced E, lève. So altogether, it's going to be le jour se lève. Let's start again. Le jour se lève. Le jour se lève. And for the final one, I've kept one with a beautiful meaning, but the words are actually fairly difficult to pronounce. It's going to be ATTRAPE-RêVES, which in English means dream catcher. So let's go ahead and start with the first word. Attrape, A, very simple, right? T-T-R-R, attrape, attrape. The R, the emphasis is on the R. Attrape. And then dream in French is rêve. So the R, again, from deep down, r. Here it's another type of accent that we have not seen yet. So on the E, on the first E, it's an accent circonflexe. It looks like the rooftop of a house. And it's pronounced E. It's pronounced exactly the same as the accent grave that we've already seen. So you can't tell the difference in French when it's pronounced. So it's going to be rêve. Attrape, rêve. So let's go ahead from the top again. Attrape, rêve. Attrape, rêve. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope that you had fun going over the names of the Louis Vuitton perfumes in French and learning about their pronunciation and their meaning. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.